Jan of Arroz Y Frijoles Music, arrozfrijolesmusic.blogspot.com, and I'm here with Matthew Eisen and Judah Nagler of the Velveteen, who just fucked it up here on a March night. No, real talk. Here at the cellar door of Visalia, California, and we just got a few questions for them because I already see Kevin laughing, so I already know what it is.
No, that was the dance music.
Anyway, we've got a few questions for them, and so here we go. You guys just played a group of shows at South by Southwest that just drew a rapturous reception, and you guys are just playing a few select shows. How have you guys enjoyed the reception to these? How are...
Well, South by was super fun. It's absolute chaos, but I kind of enjoy that. It's a lot of backline shows, which is not something that we're particularly used to, but kind of makes it fun just because it's really quickly in and really quickly out.
It is very chaotic, but that adds to just
the excitement of it.
Yeah, the excitement of it. Some of my favorite shows are the shows where we've had to be in the van for 12 hours. We get to the show right when we need to play, and you load on stage, you have this intense energy, and you just kind of let it all out for 45 minutes, and then you're like, wow, that was cathartic. That was this amazing that was this amazing feeling. And the South by Southwest was that every single show. Because you were worried that you weren't going to find parking, you were worried that, one of the shows, they, the outside show, had to borrow my amp. They're like, oh, we found an amp for you, and it was this little baby amp.
Yeah.
It's like, no. But then, everything works out as it normally does. And
I mean, it has to.
Yeah.
You make it work.
You have to make it work. And it was fun. Plus, we got to see so many bands that,
What'd you see?
I went and saw Souls of Mischief, which they killed so hard, and they're from the Bay Area, and they're awesome. And to see Odyssey, another he's Mellow Music Crew, another hip hop dude, and he makes really awesome beats, and he was actually rapping, which was really cool. And we got to see Braid. Braid was amazing. Life and Times, and saw some comedy shows.
I was stoked to see MNDR and Alistair X, who's on Andrew WK's label, and actually, probably easily the best thing about South by for me was that I'm kind of a huge Andrew WK fan, and Josh also has been playing in this band, The Jealous Sound, and they were doing a showcase where Andrew was hosting it, and also doing kind of in between song mini sets, just on a piano. So, and I've had a little bit of correspondence with Alistair X online, and so I got to shoot the shit with him a little bit beforehand. Anyway, he dedicated a song to me, plugged our show, and then Andrew WK and Alistair X went into this piano hoedown where they were just singing our band name over and over and over again, with me in front just going holy shit. And that was easily my highlight of the entire trip. Besides, obviously the shows, which were super fun.
Terrific. One thing that I noted about tonight is that you guys played a lot of new material, which for your album that's coming out. And I wanted to ask, since you guys are writing now, how do you feel how do you view that stuff compared to the stuff that came out on the No Star EP 2 years ago? It just came out 2 years ago, but I can imagine at this point, even now, you're gonna just look back on it and can say you've grown a bit.
Yeah, it's a progression for sure. I mean, and from an outsider perspective, because I've been on just that EP, Velveteen has grown drastically from release to release, which is amazing. But I feel this is less different than Velveteen normally is from release to release, but it's still growth. It's still, we get to, with No Star, and we had played him as a 3-piece. At least a couple of those as a 3-piece on the first tour that I did with the band, and you know, we found out what we could do with that, and now we're expanding and figuring out what we can do more. And now, you know, I have a keyboard and on tour, and I'm doing some of that stuff. So, you know, it's always fun to kind of figure new stuff out, and that's, I think, Velveteen is the constant about Velveteen is that, you know, it's just we do what's fun, we do what we feel like, and
yeah, I mean, there's kind of like it's kind of like a triplicate sort of thing that we do. Like, we've got kind of straight ahead rock stuff, we've got some electronic stuff, and we've got some like more mellow or piano based stuff. And I'm kind of assuming that like the record, which is still in process, is going to be kind of a collaboration of all of those elements at the same time. But yeah, less drastic changes from, you know, one thing to the other, more of just like kind of a
culmination.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're like, those were the really rad parts of that. Those were the really rad parts of that. Let's, you know, see what you can do to make those even cooler and make those even more fun. It's an interesting process for sure. It's fun. I mean, that's what music should be, right? Music should be fun.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be stagnant. It should always be evolving in one way or the other, you know. And that's you know, we ultimately have to make it interesting for ourselves first and foremost. So it is what it is, and what it will be, I guess.
Yeah.
Your songs cover a lot of aesthetic ground, like you just said, a lot of piano-based stuff, some hard guitar-based stuff. Like you guys did a version of Pavlovian Bell tonight that just like fucking ripped it. Like that was the best birthday present Tracy could have gotten. You know what I mean? Happy birthday again, Tracy.
Happy birthday, Tracy.
You'll live forever on an Arroz Y Frijoles music post. Happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to say, like, I can imagine a song just in the way you craft it. It's an incredibly personal thing, and to that end, like, which songs do you guys have, like, the strongest relationship with? Is it something off the new record? Is it something off the EP? Like, anything spring to mind immediately?
For me, it's kind of like certain songs stand the test of time better than others. I feel like the EP, you know, was kind of a concentrated effort. You know, that's why it's kind of so short. Also, it's kind of because it was such a concentrated and focused thing that, you know, I mean, I still feel like all of those songs still hold up, you know, really well.
Yeah, those songs are all still really fun to play. So for me, there would be like two different versions of that. The songs that I really enjoy playing, which Pavlovian Bell is still like, that song is just really fun to play because it has that kind of that mellow build. It's kind of tense in the beginning, and then it just breaks into the loud rock. And it was fun to be a part of writing that. But then there's also like, I remember seeing, because I was, you know, I haven't been in the band other than No Star, or haven't recorded with the band other than No Star. So I remember seeing Noi Boy for the first time at the Phoenix, and I was sitting right in front of the speaker, and the tracks were super loud, and that was one of the moments. I was like, dude, this is the jam. I love this song. And it's just feeling it. It was awesome. So,
Judith, anything to add?
You know, a lot of what we're doing in the live set these days is, I think, the songs that we feel stand the test of time better than others. There's plenty of other songs that we have on record that are, you know, kind of, I mean, all of the songs are kind of, you know, an exploration one way or the other, and
right.
we either continue to want to play them or kind of just set them aside, you know. But I don't know. I'm most excited about the new stuff that we're working on currently, as I'm sure it is generally for anybody working on anything.